Ah yes, World Cup season, a rare time when hundreds of millions of people unite in their love for a sport called football. And there's a chance this World Cup could be the start of something new for women in Iran. Look very closely at these Instagram videos. You can just about make out the fake beards and wigs the women are using to disguise themselves. It's the only way they can sneak in. Football is a popular sport everywhere, but in Iran, it's a really big deal. Stadiums are often filled with tens of thousands of people chanting for their favorite teams. And when I say people, it's actually just men. Because women in Iran are forbidden, among other things, from attending sports events. So some fans are defying the de facto ban, posting viral Instagram videos of themselves dressed up as men inside stadiums. So I managed to get in touch with one of them. Her name is Farnaz, and we talked over Instagram. Here's what she told me. Football is not just for me. Women all over the world should be able to watch it and feel the excitement of that. Nobody can limit women and prevent them from their loves. Nobody can decide for women to see or not to see something they want. So I asked her, will you continue going to matches and protests? And are you afraid of any repercussions? Of course, yes. I'm afraid I might get arrested, but it's worth it.
It's obvious that when a person gets to a point where they risk their life by doing such a thing, they have passed a limit of fear. And I think that's what these women have done. They are extremely brave, the Iranian women.
That's Melody.
I'm a singer-songwriter and a part of an alternative band called Obsess that I started with my sister in 2005.
Obsess recently released a protest song called Stadium about the discrimination against women in sports.
The thought of you not handling me, you're not civilized enough to have me seated by your side, that's what we're referring to.
Here's the thing. There's actually no official ban forbidding women from attending sports events. Some people say that women aren't allowed to attend stadiums because they might be exposed to some offensive words. That.
This movement is something that the Iranian women's rights activists have been working on for many years, and it's not a new thing. This is just one area, as I mentioned, where women are struggling for their basic human rights.
Their bravery is starting to have an effect. And what better time than when Iran's national team is competing in the World Cup?
World Cup seasons is like the most exciting time each 4 year for Iranian people. So for the second match with Spain, we suddenly got news that Interior Ministry allowed and opened the entrances for the families. And, for the first time, after 35 years, officially they went to the stadium.
That's Sarah. We kept Sarah's real name anonymous for her own safety. So Sarah lives in Tehran and runs a Twitter account called Open Stadiums, which advocates for women's right to attend football matches.
For us as a group, we are working on this for 13 years. Imagine you always go there and it was always like forbidden place.
Sarah talked to me from Russia, where she's currently supporting the Iran team at the World Cup.
There were maybe very few Spanish people, whole stadium were Iranian families, women. It was such a great atmosphere.
Back in Iran, things are changing too, but very slowly. It's the first time in 37 years that women were allowed inside a stadium, even though it was only to watch a game on a giant screen. So I asked Farnaz again what she thought about it. Here's what she said. I hope this continues to our National League too, not just the World Cup. I think this is the first step, but nothing is certain here. If it continues, I will definitely go and watch my favorite club, Persepolis. Ah yes, the World Cup. That glorious time when divisions are lulled by the sounds of horns and chants. Hopefully, from now on, football won't be for men's eyes only in Iran, and women like Sarah and Farnaz will be able to freely walk into the stadiums they choose, to support the teams they choose, and stand side by side with the male fans.